Fascinating how quickly the body heals, isn't it? I mean, 3 weeks ago she was bleeding to death in the Metro Court, and now here she is, all recovered, tending to me.
But you need to leave.
I'm not leaving you alone with him.
I'm fine. You need to leave right now.
Don't waste your breath. We all know that jobbing Robin won't be going anywhere anymore.
Only thing keeping me from putting a bullet in your head right now is you got guts. You proved that by taking a job as a security guard at the same hotel you tried to rob. How long did you think you were going to hide out in plain sight?
As long as I had to.
As long as you had to? Yeah. Says here you did some time in Iraq.
2 tours.
Then you should be able to handle what I'm setting up.
What do you want me to do?
Become a cop. You're gonna enroll in the police academy. You're gonna outshine all the other recruits. You're gonna graduate at the top of your class. Then when you start to work in the PCPD, I want you to be the model officer. That way the DA can put you in his task force. Once you're in position, you start feeding me information.
Why pick me?
Well, because you got a great service record and you'll look good to the cops. Plus, you're expendable.
If you need information, why not just bribe somebody who's already on the force?
Because I already have enough people down at the police department on my payroll. I need somebody new, somebody the DA will never expect to be connected to me. You want to stay alive, you'll do the job.
Let her go. You don't need her.
No, Richie, you might. You see, if you develop a resistance to the counteragents, you may succumb to the poison. Having a doctor in the house may mean the difference between life and death.
I'll take my chances.
Are you sure about that? The last time I let your symptoms progress, you were on your knees begging for an injection.
If you let Nicholas get sick again, he could die.
Well, at least he'd finally cooperate.
Is this fun for you, playing with his life?
I don't know. I was willing to let you bleed to death at the Metro Court for your fellow hostages to be diverted. You were useful in your own way. Now it's time for Nicholas to be useful in his own right.
If you want Nicholas alive, you will give him the counteragent on time.
You're a bossy little thing, aren't you? Could be fun, but at the same time could be also tedious. So why don't you come and finish tidying me up?
Fine.
Now.
Robin, come on.
No, it's fine. I got it.
These histrionics are making me cross. And when I'm cross, people die. I can think of a number of potential victims. Emily, Elizabeth, Jobbin Robin's boyfriend. What's his name again? It's something Irish. Patrick, that's right. So do as you're told, or it won't be St. Patrick's Day. Do I make myself clear?
There's no reason for you to drag anyone else into this.
Well, if anyone gets hurt, it'll be because you and Dr. Scorpio have disappointed, inconvenienced, and made my life very unpleasant.
When you get caught, it won't be our fault because someone will recognize you.
I'm not as recognizable as you think. The only instance where I showed my face outside the Metro Court was when a thoughtful law enforcement official sent the media away. There are no photographs of me, and the best the police could find was a composite sketch of myself, which fortunately doesn't do me justice. So you see, how am I doing?
You'll live. There's a slight chance that you could develop an infection.
Wishful thinking?
I'll bring antibiotics with me the next time I come.
What did he say to get you here?
Nothing. Patrick and I got in a fight, and I came over to ask you if I could rent a room from you for a while.
Yes. Robin was writing you a note when I had the pleasure of renewing our acquaintance. Jobbin Robin. We meet again.
You don't have to do this.
Well, someone does. So if you'd like to make a substitution, there will be some ground rules. To begin with, Robin's replacement will have to have the same skill set. So tell me, which medical professional will take her place? Emily, or our mother-to-be Elizabeth?
Well, you could turn yourself in. Tell the commissioner how you really met his daughter. What do you think's gonna happen to Maxie once it comes out that she was protecting you?
Hey, if you want me to be a cop, fine, I'll do it. Just leave Maxie out of it.
Well, she wouldn't be involved. If you hadn't walked into that
It
hotel
was
and held
supposed
her
to be a
hostage...
5-minute job. I didn't want any of this to happen.
You helped Craig terrorize my wife. My kids were almost left orphans. You think if I couldn't use you right now, you wouldn't be dead? You tell anybody about this, and you will be. Now get out of here. Good call on Cooper Barrett. With him on the inside, we'll be able to know every move the cops make.
You think you'll be able to pull it off?
I just hope that, Rick doesn't figure out that him and I are connected in any way. So, okay, anything he has, any context, it's gonna come from you.
Yeah,
okay?
not a problem.
You bring it back to me.
Got it.
All right. Yeah, come in.
Hey, how you doing?
I'm sorry. You know what? I'm busy right now. Can I just tell Milo? He'll give you whatever cash you need, and we'll figure it out. He'll call the bookie or whatever.
I didn't come here for money. I know how rough things are with you and Carly, so I thought maybe you'd like to talk, but I mean, why bother when you can pay me off and send me on my way? Hey, I'll save you the cash and the trouble.
Mike, wait a minute.
Why?
But-
Why? So you can tell me for the millionth time how much you don't need my help?
That's not what I
No,
was-
I know the way you think, Sonny. You still look at me as the guy that walked out on your mom and left you to fend for yourself. Well, you got along just fine for most of your life without me in it, and that's the way you want to leave it. Okay.
Not anymore.
I want to stay and help Nicholas.
I thought you might. Robin couldn't wait to volunteer her services after I explained how much we needed her. Easy, easy. You wouldn't want to pop a stitch, would you? Good girl.
What are you doing here?
Well, Nicholas was kind enough to open his mansion to me so we could finalize a business transaction.
Nicholas would never help you.
Well, to be honest, it took a little persuasion.
What did you do to him?
I injected Nicholas with a lethal poison, such as this. As long as I administer the counteragent every 24 hours, he'll live. If anyone or anything interferes, Nicholas will die. I just need someone to hang around to monitor Nicholas's condition in case any problems arose. And you are the perfect candidate. Not only are you a doctor, but you hold a sentimental place in my heart. I mean, shooting you provided hours of entertainment during the hostage crisis. And I was wondering if it would be the same thing the second time around.
We had a deal. I helped create a new identity for you in exchange for my life.
I'm aware of the terms. I was the one who outlined them, remember?
Well, then why are you suddenly changing them? Robin was never supposed to be a part of this.
I poisoned you, Nightmare Nicholas. I'm hardly qualified to save your life.
I'll be just fine.
Robin will make sure of it. Too important to let anything go wrong. Robin will be moving into Windermere.
If you recall, she's recovering from a gunshot wound. She can't wait for the launch to take her back and forth to the hospital.
Come on. Robin won't mind the extra effort. Am I right, Robin?
Not if it helps Nicholas.
That's not the only reason you're agreeing so fast, is it? You're probably anxious to take a sample of Nicholas's blood back to the hospital so you can analyze the poison in the lab. Am I right?
Yes, it would help to know what I'm dealing with.
But let me save you the trouble. Nicholas was injected with a mix of toxins that took years to develop. Now, the chances of generating a counteragent are basically none.
Well, then it shouldn't matter if I try.
Well, feel free, but if you bring someone else to assist you, Paddy Boy, the hot-headed neurosurgeon, will meet with tragedy. Say, how about a bullet to the belly? Or better yet, how about something like a graze to the base of the brain?
No, you don't have to make any more threats, okay?
I
Get it.
don't make threats. I give options. So if you make the wrong choice, I respond accordingly.
Look, if she's to be moving in, I need to make arrangements with the staff.
Yeah, and I have to pack, so I'll be back.
Well, that won't do you any good.
What won't?
The vial that you took from the couch just now. It's distilled water. One of the many decoys I made for that same reason. Thank you. One more thing, Doctor. I'll also need some new syringes.
I've been watching Jason struggle with his father's death.
Yeah, no one expected to lose Alan like that. I mean, it came out of the clear blue.
And it doesn't make it any easier for Jason. You know, he was never able to connect with his father. Never had a chance. And it got me thinking that if I was ever in that position, you know, if I lost you, I just, you know, I don't want to, you know, I'd have all those years of wasting and anger and resentment. It just doesn't.
What do you say?
I don't want to have any regrets. I just would like to put the past behind us.
Oh, come on, Michael. We've tried. I mean, we've tried millions of different ways. I mean, it never seems to last.
That's not your fault. It's my fault. I have a hard time forgiving people. But, you know, family's important to me.
Thank you, Michael.
Not be easy, but, you know, it's just, like I said, family's important.
Okay. All right. Then don't give up on Carly either. Because you never know when things will turn in your favor.
Carly's too stubborn to admit that we could actually work this time.
No, wait a minute. Stubborn or scared. I mean, maybe she's afraid to get hurt again. I mean, come on, 3 failed marriages. Can you blame her?
I can't change what happened with Carly in the past, just like I can't change what happened with you. Yes, I probably shouldn't have gotten divorced in the first place, but you know what? This time, I'm gonna fight as much as I can to keep her as my wife.
Good.
Okay.
Look, I'm glad you finally realized how much she means to you.
Well,
You know,
it takes a while.
What's wrong?
What's
wait a minute. Does it have to be a crisis for me to come see my son?
Usually, yeah.
Well, not this time. As a matter of fact, it's turning out to be a surprisingly good day. And, you know, if I really want to push my luck, I'd stop by the track. Because you never know when things can turn in your favor. See ya.
What was that about?
Mike just wanted to talk about things. What about you? What happened?
Nothing happened.
And what are you doing here?
I wanted to see you.
When Carly was pregnant with Michael, I agreed to let her say that I was his father. I didn't even care that she was stealing your child. And as Michael grew, I never thought about what you were missing. Then when you found out the truth and wanted to take him, I thought you were wrong. But I was wrong. Because I never thought about what you lost, what I helped take from you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry you never got the chance to be a father. And now neither will I.